money on Black Friday. Hey, show them that we mean business. Record sales on Black Friday. Up almost 10% from last year. In the United States, people spent almost $10 billion on Friday alone.
Jeez.
In online and otherwise. In today's, what's today? Everybody buys stuff online today. Yeah,
Cyber
right?
Monday, yeah.
Cyber Monday, right. I thought of Poundcake, too, because we were having the conversation about people waiting in line, and I was talking to my sister-in-law who used to do that. She'd stand in line at like 4 a.m. to get...
My sister-in-law's the same way.
I go, that's not a thing anymore. She goes, nah, that hasn't been a thing in a long time. She goes, nobody's getting up at 4 o'clock anymore. Stand outside of Walmart. We can get the same TV online, and Black Friday.
The thing.
Huh?
No one's staying up, or no one is going to bed and waking up at 4 a.m. They just never went to bed from Thanksgiving. They're still drunk. They'll have a DD drive them to the spot, and it's like a thing. It's not like they're camping out anymore. I know that's not a thing. They just go right after Thanksgiving dinner. You talk about what you're thankful for.
You
then
mean
wait in line for something.
Thursday night they go?
Yes.
Oh, well, again, I was talking with the conversation we were having a couple weeks ago is, are people still lining up? And I was saying no, and you said I was wrong. But my sister-in-law, who used to do that stuff religiously, says that's not really a thing anymore. Because, again, it used to be you had to wait for certain times of the year to buy things. And now you can just get whatever you want, whenever you want. And, Amazon's got Amazon days or whatever they call
Prime
them.
days.
Prime days,
Again, this, in my experience, the one and only experience I had being out on Black Friday was because I was working it. And this was maybe 2012, 2013, maybe even 2014.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Yes,
probably, yeah.
When I worked at Hollister, and there was a line around Belden Village Mall, and people were like, passing out pizzas, like someone got pizza delivered and they would take the pizza box and pass it down the line. So I was like, that's the type of stuff I remember. Kids on leashes, but I really don't understand this year how anybody has any money to do anything. I mean, Beyonce was on tour, Taylor Swift was on tour. Like, where's all this money coming from? Who got $10 billion?
People always have money to buy stuff they want. Everybody talks about how the economy's so bad, except A, it's not. B, people have a lot of money to be spending on stuff. Maybe not big picture they don't, but they always find a way to buy stuff.
Or they just go into debt. That's
My
the American way.
Well, a lot of people do that too, but that ain't good long term for the economy either. No, but my sister-in-law did mention Hollister. She said that that's a good place because I was asking how my nephews are. One of them lives in Tucson. He's an airline mechanic. And the other one he's in the Army stationed in Germany. And they're both real tall and real thin. And she mentioned that Hollister was a good spot to get weird jeans. Weird size. Well, weird size jeans. She goes, you can get like a 29-35 size jean.
It is for like thin, tall people.
Must be.
Their jeans still cannot be beat. I still would.
I disagree.
Whenever I go there, I don't know another, like Express jeans are trash. American Eagle jeans are trash.
I like the buckle.
I used to get American Eagle jeans just because they looked awesome and they fit really well.
I was a denim expert at American Eagle, actually.
Hey.
American
From
Eagle.
denim expert to fish detective in a few short years.
I'm almost four. I'm killing it.
Easy.
I know. I need to
First day back.
Recalibrate.
I know.
I have always really liked the jeans at the buckle. They're more expensive. I mean, you're paying $100 for a pair of jeans.
Well, because they're heavily spangled, right?
Well, no, they don't all have to be bedazzled on the butt.
Oh, they're not?
No.
Oh.
But I just like the way that they fit. I feel like they're just better made and they fit me better.
Hollister jeans are uncompetable. Like there's layers, so you can get them stressed, and then you don't have to worry about like when you put your jeans on, poking your hole through the little hole.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to match with my jeans.
Yeah, calm them down, right?
I want
Just
no stressed ass jeans. I like my jeans relaxed.
That's right.
No,
I'm a Levi's guy. I just like Levi's. They've always done me well. Levi's are my go-to.
The male jeans, I haven't tried the female jeans, but the male jeans are great. And then the female perfume is just unmatched. Like my mom, she's not even like
uncompetable.
She wears like mom perfume, but she would always, when I used to get my discount, she's like, can you go get me some of that Hollister perfume you got? And I got my discount, so I got her stuff for Christmas. But
what was it called?
I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Hollister?
No.
Hollister?
That's better. That's better. Well, what are you going to do?
I used to have to fold the bottom of those jeans, too.
Yeah.
Like if you want to wear flip-flops, you can, even though it was like 20 degrees outside, still walking around in flip-flops with your jeans cuffed at the bottom. I'm
That
like,
was
oh,
a
man.
big look for a while for some dudes.
Sure.
I mean, I did it.
And flip-flops.
My youngest brother is still a flip-flops year-round guy.
Ugh.
I know.
I don't really like man feet that much to begin with, but like I when I wear, like if I go get a pedicure and I have to wear flip-flops in the wintertime, I feel like my feet are so dry and cold
Yeah.
that it's like you're destroying your skin.
Well, you've just been, hopefully, when you have to get a pedi, you've just been lotioned up.
But I'm saying if I have to go run an errand in my flip-flops, yes, I'm lotioned up, but it's like the 30-degree air just cuts right through it and makes me feel like crunchy.
Yeah.
SantoraToes@gmail.com.
Not so crunchy. I just got a pedicure for my birthday, and it actually matches my nails. So if this is if you're looking on the live stream, a little potty nail. Got a little black with some little silver potty nail.
Wow, look at that.
What if someone wanted that as a request? They want you to walk around with your like busted feet and flip-flops.
People
and
are
take pictures.
into all that stuff. There's
want them to be
somebody who's
peeled.
into everything. Where
Anything
they're like,
you can conceive,
Yes.
someone is
There's
into
one
that
dude out
and
there
will
that's like-
pay you money for it.
Would you send some of your dead skin off of your feet if someone requested it?
yeah, for money.
Collect
I
collect it in the cheese grater?
I had a girl
biohazard.
say that to me. I was getting a pedicure, and she goes, "I'm not exaggerating. Ask them if you can keep, like when they take that cheese grater to your heel." She was like, "Ask them to keep the skin." I'm like, "That's the craziest thing I've
Pet
ever
egg.
heard anyone
Do you
say."
have to mark that separately when you mail it off? Like, listen,
I don't
there's
know.
a dead
Bio-
skin. Yeah,
yeah.
right. A biohazard.
Human remains.
It gets like a red label or something like that.
I don't know. I've never done that or
They
sent
open
that.
it up, think it's anthrax, just white powder in the envelope.
Oh, Hassan Minaj, it was just my foot.
It was my dead
clippings.
foot
Yeah.
skin.
I've been going about
That's an
psoriasis all
anthrax.
wrong. I could have sold all my dead skin.
You still can.
I got a lot of it.
Yeah. You have a skin condition. Why don't you make your money work for you?
A cash
Make that
condition.
body work for you.
Yeah.
Why should you be working that body for everybody else? Scrape off some of that. I don't know. What's the skin? Is it something you can scrape off?
Yeah, I have flakes.
Scrape it off. Yeah, put it in an envelope. You're throwing away money. You're letting money go down the drain. Monetize them flakes. Al and I work retail. Boss had us come in at 5:30 a.m. Friday. Nobody showed up until after 7:30. Well, you got to be
7:30
prepared.
p.m.
a.m.
Oh,
Yeah, nobody showed up for 14 hours. Hey, you guys open?
You're like, oh, what day is it? I forgot.
Oh, no.
my bad.
I'm sorry, guys. Buckle jeans all the way, somebody says.
Nope.
Somebody else asked if Mary knew how the line at Torrid was.
No, not yet.
That is
Working on it.
rude and unfortunate and the whole bit. Jenna called a lot over the weekend, too.
It's time for Sweet Nothings with Jenna from Poland.
I need my shoulders squeezed by a queer man.
This has been Sweet Nothings with Jenna from Poland.
Yeah, she's thankful for so much. And, well, what are you going to do? There's Jenna. She's half the time she's yelling into my phone, and the other half of the time she's doing just fine. But she has a lot to be thankful for. Of course, everybody had a lot to be thankful for. Big Michigan win on Saturday. That was very
There's a lot of
exciting.
people that are probably not excited about that.
Very
at all.
exciting thrice. Oh, they made me some money, those Wolverines.
On
You
what?
like that?
How did you make money,
On
Alan?
FanDuel.
Wow,
That's how I bet.
that's crazy.
Oh, what a game. What a great, great game. But, yeah, I'm sure there are probably some local people who might not be pleased about that, but it was, listen, they had done it twice before. Of course they're going to do it a third time. It was a fait accompli. There was no way around that, but they're still, boy, that Ohio State, still, you've got to give them credit. You've got to have respect. A very exciting team for people to watch. They just can't manage to do it against those Wolverines. But there you go. And cha-ching for AC. But it'll be fine. Ryan Day, of course, the head coach there of the Buckeyes, he did get a job offer. No one thinks he's going to lose his job, obviously. The guy's friggin' 56-7. Just can't get it done against the Wolverines. But the
That matters a
Calumet...
lot, though. People want him fired.
Why, though?
Because they want.
I know
Mike
that's like
Vrabel
the
and,
Super Bowl. They don't care who else they beat. You better beat Michigan.
It's the only thing that
I
matters to some
know, but
people.
that's not going to get you fired as the head coach, right? Undefeated against Big Ten teams who aren't University of Michigan. That counts for a lot.
Just you saying that sentence is like people being they're reliving it all over again. It's like they're being stabbed in the ear just when you say undefeated against Big Ten schools except Michigan.
Listen,
like
being stabbed in the ear
them.
is so true of most things I say here that's not going to throw me in any different kind of situation. But but again, I can't imagine anybody who thinks that the guy is going to lose his job with a record like that. But the Kalamazoo Growlers, they're from Southwest Michigan. AAA ball club offered him their third base coach. They're trolling him, of course, but
right.
If the guy wants to leave Columbus for the greener pastures of Kalamazoo, Michigan, which is a lovely town, you've got Western Michigan University there. You've got Kalamazoo College. You've got a number of areas of academia and higher education. But yes, a lot of screaming in Casa Cox over the weekend.
But no fighting, just screaming.
No fighting, no screams of joy from my wife, my father-in-law, big Michigan family there. But listen, the school my kids go, I root for them, but it's not a football school; it's a basketball school. So what do you want from me? They have a football team. Not so you really notice it, but it is what it is. And but I don't know. There were a lot. I did see a guy get pulled over on my street. So it was probably, I have to imagine, it was probably a Buckeye fan, positively despondent. Probably had been. Drunkard. Who got towed. Like, why, by the way, why is every stop now a 2-squad car stop? Like,
you never know.
You never know what.
You never know if someone's packing, if the guy's going to need backup. They have a guy right there waiting.
But it never used to be like that. People have been packing for a long time. And it didn't. What's different now?
Different times. I don't know.
Different times?
Well, I think a lot of officers are solo now, and they call in backup if somebody's in the area. I think it's just like a safety
Well,
thing.
then put 2 in one car.
And
You
I think
save
it's
on
also
gas.
but I think it's also to reduce incidents, because if it's 2 officers versus 1, I think they de-escalate the situation rather than ratchet it up more.
That's historically that's been the case.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just
the more it gets de-escalated. I see.
I'm guessing.
Yeah,
if there's another cop there, that they have to, be on better behavior in front of that cop.
Oh, they do.
The other cop does sometimes.
I see.
I don't know.
So
That's
it's
my
accountability
guess.
for the officer.
Yes.
I'm trying to
That
think.
makes
big on
sense.
that.
That makes sense.
I don't ever remember seeing 2 officers in one squad car. I've always seen, one officer in this car, one officer in another car, and they kind of like have their cars facing each other so they can talk at their like driver's side window.
There's 69 and right there in the parking lot.
Yeah, I've never seen two officers in a squad car. So I think that's been long gone.
Oh, I don't know about that. There's still got to be beat cops and partners.
Well, you're connected
Still out there
via walkie-talkie or whatever.
Yeah, but they always were, is my point. So my curiosity is what changed. Because people have been packing for a long time, and people have been driving drunk for a long time. So I just chalked it up to there's probably not much for them to do in my neck of the woods. And so this poor son of a bitch gets pulled over, 2 squad cars up behind him, and then about 20 minutes go by, and the tow truck shows up. So one of the cars must have taken him over to the cop shop, and the other one made sure that the car got towed.
Also, I think cops are getting sued more. I think that's what it is. So
they're trying to save on gas?
For liability purposes, they have someone there, like if you're not necessarily a rookie, but a newer cop that might have like a vet there who's your partner to make sure you're following protocol. So they reduce their risk of getting sued or, the police station being liable.
I mean, because one squad car has to pull that guy over. It's not like there were 2 cars already in a line.
Correct.
One of them pulls the guy over. Then he calls another guy and goes, hey, I mean, by that time, he knows what the situation is, or she, is female cops, obviously, knows what the situation is.
Was there 2 cops when that female cop pulled you over on the way to taking Nora to school?
No, because, I mean, one look at me and you know I'm not going to give you any trouble.
Obviously.
But you did. You always said, I'm taking my daughter in.
That's not giving you trouble.
giving you-
You pulled me over right here. I did you a courtesy by pulling over. I'm going to
You're
walk
doing
her
them
up
a courtesy?
to...
You got
Yes.
pulled over because you were breaking the law.
I was doing 39 in a 25.
Listen to me
I mean, it's still
vouching
a
for the
law.
cops.
Yeah, this
You're such a
guy,
snitch.
man.
But no, if I would have
Poundcake.
done the same
I smell
thing,
bacon back there. What's going on?
whatever. If I would have said, no, I'm walking into this school, you can arrest me or you can give me a
It
ticket when I
wasn't
get
a
out.
you can arrest me situation. I said, and I didn't scream at her. I
Even
said,
worse, you didn't have to raise your voice.
I'm going to, she goes, I need you to sit here. I go, I need to get her into school because it's right here. It's not like I had to go another half mile, follow me while I take her to school. I was literally
At the
stopped
school, yeah.
at the sidewalk. I walk up to her and she kind of looked at me. She goes, okay, we'll come. I go, absolutely. I'm not going anywhere.
fact that you-
I'm on foot, man. My car's right here.
The fact that you don't think that's privilege shows your privilege.
I didn't say it's not privilege. Absolutely, that's privilege.
Okay, so don't-
when have I ever said that? You're putting words in my mouth. I've never said anything of the sort.
Well, that's privilege.
I told Gwen, I said I was showing my privilege when she pulled me over because I said, no, I'm going to walk her up there. No, you're absolutely right. But the fact remains, I'm going to walk her up there. I ain't going to sit here with her in the back seat and be late for school because you want to walk back, run my... We can do all that when I, you know, you can watch me walk her up. It wasn't going to be some big situation. It was a speeding ticket, for Christ's sake. Right? She didn't get me with, hey, I saw an arm hanging out of your trunk. It wasn't that. It was some dumb thing where they put up some new speed limit sign and I wasn't paying attention. That's on me. I paid the ticket. They got their money out of me. But I'm like, I'm not going to have her sit in the back. My daughter was kind of freaked out anyway because she's not... Gwen had gotten pulled over for something else earlier in the week. She's like, my parents
Oh,
are
wow.
friggin' Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah.
Life of crime over there.
I know.
Seriously, yeah.
A little,
Yeah.
just a little.
It's not how we're trying
Felon.
to... Nope. It's not how we're trying to raise our kid. We don't want her in a crime family. And so we act accordingly. But no, absolutely, if that had been you, Cody, you probably would not have said, I'm going to walk my kid up. But even if you had, she might have... Again, this is not a high-stakes situation. So I imagine anybody
No.
who had put it to her like that, she probably would have said... I don't remember what she said, but I was like, I'm just going to walk her up. I'm coming right back. I'm on foot. My car is right here. I'll park it. I'll put the hazards on. We can do all this as soon as I drop her off. It'll take me 2 minutes to do it. I mean, she's a rational person. You know, she understands what I was what I was saying.
You're just lucky she wasn't on her cop period.
Oh, God.
Maybe she was. I don't know. I didn't feel, with everything else that went on, I didn't feel comfortable asking her about her menses. And so I didn't.
That's your right. You pay her salary.
Yeah.
Not my right. She's still...
you ovulated?
She's still a woman,
I don't know if you're
Down your
a
rag.
professional female, and I have no interest in it. I have no interest if someone is on their period. Don't care.
I'm not.
Don't care.
Well, I'm just
Did
letting
you
know.
just hear the words coming out of my
just
mouth?
letting you know, man.
I don't care if
Yeah,
you're
but,
not
like,
on
I'm
your
not,
period.
So, are you on yours? You're pretty testy today.
I'm not testy.
You're a little testy.
Not at all. Couldn't be less testy. Less testy, by the way. He was the sports guy when I got going. AM 1000. He did overnights. Covered all the DePaul Blue Devil games. I got to take a break here. If you want to send a text, 351